Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you have been here already. My name is Naomi. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, and I've been creating content for about 6 years now. In honor of Women's History Month, I am partnering with Immigrant to do a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do as a content creator, my background, and of course, get ready. Alright guys, so I already did my skincare just because I have like normal to dry skin, and if I don't do my skincare right away in the morning, then if I like wash my face, it just gets super dry and I get dry patches everywhere. This is just a super glow screen sunscreen, and I have not put this on yet, so let me go ahead and do that. It has a little bit of like a tint to it, but I feel like once it like absorbs into the skin, it's really just like a little bit of a glow. So I am a first generation Hmong immigrant. My parents were refugee immigrants from Laos during the Vietnam War, and so I'm a 100% Hmong, spelled H-M-O-N-G. And my husband is also 100% Hmong. I'm using my Refi face primer. This one is nice because it has like a little like a roller. There we go. I'm gonna do my brows next. I'm still using the old school Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. And then this brush is the Sigma E75. Being Hmong, definitely still, there is still definitely like a patriarchy here, I feel like. And me and my sisters were really taught to like be submissive. That was like the key word. Submit to your husband, submit to the men around you. Don't speak up over other men, especially in public. You need to be married, you need to have a husband, because without a husband, you are like literally nothing. You grow up in that world being taught those things, and then you're taught those things and you don't know anything else besides those things, and so you believe those things, and those things are your reality, and those are the rules, the values that you live by because you don't know anything else. For me, now that I'm grown, I know that I am an Enneagram number 8, the challenger, and so those things just didn't sit right with me. They didn't make sense. As Blackpink would say, I bring money to the table, not your dinner. I didn't want to be the wife of a rich man. I wanted to be the rich man, okay? I think I hit like 14, 15 years old, and that's when I really started to just challenge my world, the things I was taught to believe and do. That's when I started to drive my parents really crazy. So for me growing up, it was a lot of like, Omi, like you're too aggressive, you need to not talk so much, you need to not like retaliate, you need to not talk back, you need to just be quiet, you know, like don't be so aggressive. And you know, if you don't learn to be more submissive, then you're never gonna find a husband. And on top of that, like we weren't really like poor growing up, but you know, we were first generation immigrants. We didn't have money to spare either, and so we lived off of WIC in order to like put food on the table to eat. And like my siblings and I, we shared one mattress, you know, before the youngest was born. So there was 5 of us, shared one mattress. I do distinctly remember we had maggots in like our bag of rice, you know, like your 50-pound bag of rice. There were maggots in it, and my parents had us all like sift through the rice to pick out all the maggots because we literally couldn't afford a bag of rice. And now that I'm older, I know that a bag of rice costs $50. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer. And this is the shade 5 Medium. I'm just going to clean up around the brows. But anyways, when I think about like the gender roles and the patriarchy, how it is for my parents still, and especially back then, for how it was for them then, I think about how it is for my generation, you know, and for us. It's crazy. It's a good crazy. And in just a few decades, Hmong women have like, I feel like we have taken the world by storm, and this is just the beginning of what you will be seeing from us. We have Hmong women becoming mayors, winning the Olympics, starting and owning their own businesses, just being entrepreneurs and just tackling the cultural issues, you know, so that the next generation doesn't have the burden of repeating them. The people that we really have to thank for that are the women who sat at the men's table, the ones who said no, the ones who stood up for themselves, for themselves and for the women around them, set a new precedent and paved the path for us so that I can do what I do now, my sisters can. So again, a shout out to the women who came before me and who came before all of us, who were unafraid to challenge the boundaries of the world that they grew up in and stood up for themselves and the women around them, and who had the courage to build a better world for us to thrive in. So I am the first person in my family to start and own their own business. When I started creating content, and I do that full time now. So when I first started, I was still in school full time, and then I was also working behind the chair as a professional hairstylist and makeup artist. Sorry, really quick, I'm gonna do under eye concealer. This is the Becca Smashbox X Becca under eye concealer in medium. Foundation, we have the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear, and then I have this in 320 Bisque Warm, and then I literally put it on my face like this. Do like 2.5 pumps. And this is the Kosas blender. And then we're gonna do concealer. I think I've been seeing this on YouTube too, which is why I know about it. This thing, right? Go like that. You guys tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I don't really like do like a full contour on my nose, but I will just put concealer all over it. Down here, 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 here. And then I think you're supposed to do this one too. You know, I don't normally do that, but today I will. So when I started creating content, I started initially because before I started going to the gym, I never played any sports or anything growing up. And all I did like as a kid and going into like my teen and high school years was read books, study, and play violin. And that was my whole entire life. In general, I'm just not really physically coordinated. Like I can't even walk straight kind of a thing. Next I have my Chanel cream bronzer. This is the Rare Beauty. It has no name. It looks like this though. But I'm just gonna go in like this and then do here on both sides. So I'm looking at the mirror here, which might be confusing. Literally, I never tried anything new because I was so afraid of making mistakes and failing. Okay, so we have the, what is it, Charlotte Tilbury again. Okay, this is actually as good as they say. What I do for my brows to like, because I feel like my brows are micro shaded technically, micro bladed, whatever you want to call them. I do like the fluffy brow and everything, but because my eyes are micro bladed, I feel like it's really hard for me to do. I've tried before, it doesn't look good. So to like fade them out so they're not so harsh, I just go in with the beauty blender with the foundation that's on top and just like press it in the center. Do you guys see how that like takes some of the product away? Let me try this side. Yeah. Like that. Will it look better to you guys? And then I'll just go back and like even them out. But yeah, so going to the gym like really humbled me, I think. It taught me to start at the bottom and work my way up. It taught me to make mistakes, to fail. That making mistakes was a part of growth, and I couldn't grow and learn and progress and be better if I wasn't willing to fail. If you're not willing to fail, you're not ready to succeed, kind of a thing. And then this is the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the color Joy. This is why I can't like do talking videos like this, because I just get so distracted and I just go on tangents and never stay on topic. Learning those things from the gym, and then I really started to believe in myself and my ability to do anything in all aspects of life, which is why I started doing social media and why I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go for it kind of a thing and we'll see what happens. I have nothing to lose. By the time I graduated college, then I was able to go full time with social media. So thank you guys for that as well, because I wouldn't be able to do that without your support and without you guys watching my videos and stuff like that. Every single click on a video, the like, subscribe, notification bell, heart, bookmark, story view, comment, you know, all of those things go such a long ways in helping to support me and what I do and my dreams as like a little girl. And of course, a big shout out and thank you to my partners like Immigrant, who show me so much support in my work and as an individual, so that I can continue to make your content to help people jumpstart their fitness journeys and stay active as well. By investing in creators like me, Immigrant directly supports women of color, people who come from refugee immigrant families who are still making their way in this world and fighting cultural inequalities. And of course, Immigrant literally helps me stay active, and it's such a great tool for me to use, especially during the winter, to get outside and just be in nature, which is always so grounding and refreshing for me. Immigrant is really out here doing the most, supporting us on our physical and lifelong journeys. So thank you, Immigrant, for your love and support to all of us. It's powder time. I have my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Butter 02. I'm going to take my sponge. It's not a beauty blender, so I can't call it that. I'm going to take the cap and just press, like tap the excess powder onto it. I know I've like seen people do it on their hand, but I just think it's easier to do it on the cap. So that's what I do. And I literally just put it everywhere. So when I started working out, like actually working out, like my mindset really shifted. It really pushed me to dream bigger, to set bigger goals, to make bigger moves, and all that growth mindset stuff I know that you guys see on social media all the time. It's crazy to think that the life that I live now is the one that I used to dream about, is the one that I used to aspire to. Now that I'm here, my goals have gone up here. So now I'm working to the next thing, but it's good for me to remind myself that, hey, like, girl, like where you are now is where you used to dream of being. So be thankful, be grateful for where you are now and enjoy it. Work hard, but don't work so hard that you don't realize what's right in front of you and you don't enjoy what you have already worked so hard for. But I know that for me, being younger, I literally would have been so okay with working a regular 9 to 5, going into the office, sitting in my little cubicle, you know, 5 days a week, Mondays to Fridays, having a boss, working for someone, having to accrue PTO and stuff like that, you know. That life was better than the life of most people that I knew. So I feel like for me, it was completely like insane for me to even think about doing something else, to even say out loud that I wanted to pursue a more unconventional, non-traditional career path. But you know what? Your girl did it, and here we are now. So don't be afraid to dream big. Let people laugh at your goals. Don't be afraid to say them out loud and show yourself how capable you are. I do always like to say that it starts with loving yourself, because when you love yourself, you know your worth. And when you know your worth, you don't settle for less. And when you don't settle for less, you dream big. And when you dream big, girl, the world is yours. But I still feel like the Fenty Beauty, for me anyway, it can still sometimes have a tacky feeling. And so I also go in with another powder on top. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder too, because this really gives like a smooth feel to the skin. And so when I do the rest of my powder makeup, I feel like it goes on just a lot better. And then just do like a light coat on top of everything. Go and get those goals, girl. Go and chase those dreams that have been on your heart. And I feel like when you take those big leaps for yourself, you truly do help to pave the path for those around you and the ones to come, so that they can also dream big. Next up, I'm gonna use my Ben Nye Media Pro powder to contour. This is the color HDC 202 Natural. And then next, I'm gonna do my highlighter. I have the Ofra Cosmetics Xtalia May Highlighter Soho. And then this is the Sigma F03 High Cheekbone Highlighter. In honor of a Women's History Month, I'm gonna leave a handful of their like social media handles and whatnot in the description, so check them out. They're just women who I love, are just breaking the boundaries, and you know, they're making history. You know, right now they're making history. This is the BH Cosmetics Bellini Weekend Vibes blush palette, but they do not have this anymore because I have looked. But I use this one here, the Peach Please, the Rare Beauty blush brush. And then I'm gonna go back with my bronzer brush and then just go over everything. And then I'm taking a little like sponge, going back into my Fenty Beauty powder. And then I'm just gonna clean up underneath the cheekbones here. So I would also love for you guys to also drop the social media handles of anyone else that you guys follow and like, that you really appreciate what they're doing, or if you have like any like personal stories of like the women who have paved the path for you to be where you are now. I would love to hear them. I would love to read them. And I feel like it really starts with just you on the inside growing as an individual first, and that's where the biggest difference comes. So I have my contour. And then this is a BH Cosmetic. I'm using 2 BH Cosmetic brushes here. And these ones, I got them in like a pack. And so this one is what I'll use initially to like draw the lines. So it's like flatter, but still like, you know. And this one's more round. So I'll go in with the flatter one first, and then I'll buff everything out with the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with highlighter. So I have my Ofra Cosmetics one, and then I also have the Makeup Forever Pro Glow in color 2. What I'm gonna do is just mix the 2 together. Just do some of this and some of the other one, and then put that on the top of the cheekbones here. I'm gonna do my nose too. Just take my finger, put it on the tip of my nose and then the sides. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the Makeup Forever highlighter and just do it right on top. Okay guys, so next I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and then some makeup remover. Usually I like to use a non oil based one, but it's in my other bathroom. So I'm just gonna use this one and then just like clean my eyelids with it before I put on my eyelid tape. Just so that I have like a clean base for the eyelid tape, otherwise it's not gonna go on or stick on as well. The eyelid tape I use is from Miss Bobo. It looks like this. The mirror is dirty, but just so you can see, like sometimes like the ends are kind of frayed. So I just cut off like a little bit of the ends so that they go on more nicely. And then I'll do that on both sides to both of the tapes. And then this is the little glue that comes with the eyelid tape. So I just put my tape here on my hand. Oh, I don't think you'll be able to see it from there. But then I just fully like saturate the little piece. Then I'll just press it on and then tap off or dab off any excess glue. So it's not sticking to like the rest of my eyelid, and then there we go. So I got on both eyes now. I think they look pretty even. So take my Ofra highlighter with this little brush. It's just like a little elf brush, elf cosmetics from like Target. Grab some highlighter and just like dab it on the center of my eyelids and then the inner corners. And then I'm just going to brush off the excess powder here. I'm still using the OG MAC Fix Plus, just the original one. Spray it all over and then use my mirror to like fan it. I have my eyelash curler. Curl. On a day-to-day basis, I don't actually use mascara, so you won't see me using mascara, but I feel like because I have dark lashes naturally, then they still blend into the lashes, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'll do eyeliner. So I have two different ones I use. First, I'll use my One Size Point Made in Bodacious Black. I use the NARS Climax Liquid Eyeliner Explicit Black eyeliner, which is like, because this is like a felt tip and this is like a brush, and I feel like the brush like goes inside like the nooks and crannies better, and the felt one just kind of goes over them and it's harder to be very like okay, so they're not perfectly even, but this will do. Okay, so last time I used these ones. These are chiffon by Kiss Lashes, nothing fancy. Literally, they're like $6. House of Lashes eyelash glue. This is a Rimmel London Scandal Eyes in the color 005 Nude. I feel like with lashes, they can really intimidate people, but honestly, it's just one of those things where like, the more you wear them, the more used to them you get. Okay, this one's looking like, well, you know, it's not supposed to do that. It's fine, whatever. Sorry, now I'm gonna go in and do the bottom waterline. This one to me is just like a really good like everyday color. On a regular basis, I don't wear mascara or eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, I'm not good at, too much work. It's too much work because I'm not good at it. I'm still waiting for my lash glue to dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get my hair started. This is my hair when I like don't do it, it's just really flat. But anyways, I'm gonna spray my hair with my Moroccan oil Perfect Defense. Sorry guys, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm gonna go and line my lips. This is the Givenchy Crayon Lip Liner 10 Beige. Really quick, I'm gonna pop on my other lash here. Yeah, you guys see how this lash looks okay? This lash is like, it's fine. I'm just gonna have crooked eyelashes. Okay, so for lip color, I have my makeup by Mario. This is a Nude Glow, and then this one, like literally you just need a tiny bit. The first time I ever like tried this, I like smushed it all over and it was like way too much. So I did end up switching this lash out because it was just acting too crazy, okay? Needed to calm down, so switched it out for a different lash. But this is the full and complete look, my natural everyday glam. Anyways, happy National Women's Month. Thank you, Aventon, for sponsoring this video and for supporting the women of this world to reach their goals and stay active. Thank you guys again. Click that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not already, and have a wonderful rest every week.